That's the male right there. He's asleep, and the female. The lights are off because they're hibernating at the moment. It's winter in Australia, and yeah, they're going to be breeding this year. That's why. For substrate, I use vermiculite. That's the stuff you use for incubating the eggs. But I thought it works good as substrate. There's food bowl and water bowl over there. Sorry about lighting, it's a bit dark. Then you got a log there and a log there. That's just so they can scratch themselves on and just to bask on and stuff like that. At the back I got a plant, and that's just for some greenery in there. Yeah. Alright, now I'll show you my green tree frog. Here's my green tree frog. Just gotta get in the cage. I don't know if you can see her, but that's her down there. And in her case is just the UVB lamp, because they don't bask green, they just need UVB. A water bowl, there's some pebbles in there, got them from the pet shop. And then you've got some green plants and bush in there. Alright, here we got Boyd's forest dragons. They're good little lizards. The reason I got the water fountain there is because they only drink moving water. A lot of people had trouble with them in the early days of breeding, keeping and breeding them, because they just put a normal water bowl in there, that just still water in it, and a lot of them died because they weren't eaten, because they're a forest dragon. They drink from fountains and stuff like that, and river sources, but they only drink moving water. So if you get Boyd's forest dragons, make sure you get a fountain. It doesn't have to be that big, but you can get little moving water stuff like that. There's one now in the tree. That tree there, that's just from the farm on the stuff. They feel like at home. Once again, I use vermiculite for the substrate. And the reason I use vermiculite in this tank is because the water fountain leaks a fair bit, and the vermiculite dries it up, and then any bit of heat will dry it out more with the heat. You got another one up here. He's asleep as well. He's always underneath the UVB, I think. They only need UVB as well. They don't mask. There's a backing top, and that's just a viney thing. It goes onto the glass, a little sucker. And yeah, that's their cage. And alright, in here we got little dwarf bearded dragons. You can see them up there. For the substrate, I just use paper towel, and once again I got a little log up there for him to climb on. That's his little house in there. You can see the little hole. And I just got a few bones that I got from the reptile show last year. And water bowl, that's meant to be out the other side of the tank, up there, around them rocks. Then there's a stone underneath, and they're fast little creatures, so. But I don't know if you can see it, but that's a heat mat. It's winter here again, so I use a heat mat to keep some more heat in there, because they're only young, so I don't want to cool them down during winter. Well, there was 3 of them, but 2 of them died. The guy we got off wasn't feeding them calcium properly, and they just ended up not eating crickets because they couldn't move their legs and stuff. So yeah, sad, but anyway. That's heat lamp basking. This used to be my snake cage, but because we got these I had to put them in here. And my snakes are in the tub, I'll show you in a second. But, and that's the UV lamp, and yeah. And now I'll show you my snakes. I've only got 2 at the moment, but at the end of this year, I'll be getting a fair few more. I'll be getting like jungle pythons, blackheads, stuff like that. Here's my little Bradley's python. I only got him last week. I only got him for $100 as well, so that was a good deal. And yeah, he's grown good. He's on fuzzy rats. And yeah, that's him. I haven't got any paper towel in there yet because I've run out, but I just had that in there for him to hide in. And a water bowl, which is over there at the moment. In here I got the female crosserpine python. It's similar to the Bradleys. It's just a bit far east of the Bradleys where they live in the wild, but they're pretty much the same. I've just got paper towel, log, water bowl. That's his hidey hole. There's a hole over here that he goes in, and that's her there. She's a nice snake. Yeah. Those 2 snakes will be breeding next year, so I'll be fattening them up so they can breed. She's not too big, but she's big enough. By next year she'll be huge, so you won't recognise her. Alright, in here we got a eastern blue tongue. And hang on, I'm just putting the tub back at the moment, sorry. And there's a water bowl up there. Bones as well. That's reptile sand, desert sand stuff. And yeah. This blue tongue, when she was younger, she had a little infection on her legs and stuff. That's why she has no toes on her legs, but we healed it all up, and yeah, she's good now, nothing wrong with her, she's coping alright, and yeah, she's a good eater, and yeah, that's her. Have no name for her yet, but it's good. In here, this is my cricket breeder to feed all the lizards and the frog. And if you don't have frogs, they eat a lot of crickets, and they're hard to feed. Buying crickets and stuff, you go for a lot of money just buying crickets when you could be saving that money and buying more reptiles. But I just got some egg cartons in here for them to hide in, and a little food bowl. See some crickets in there, and some desert sand, and underneath the desert sand there's a heat cord. You can see the start of the heat cord over there, and that's just to keep them hot, because they only breed around the 25 degree mark, a bit hotter than that maybe, but that's the best method to use. I'll be doing a video on how to breed crickets and rodents for your reptiles soon. So, yeah, there's my collection. Tune in next time. Thanks.